everyone, it is Mona here at Craft Klatch, and today is Friday. That means it's another Coaster Friday. Today we're going to be doing some hot air balloon coasters. The first thing I did was I drew a hot air balloon shape and a little basket shape. And I just did it on paper, and then I traced it onto some wood and then cut it out with my saw. So here are my cut shapes, and you could size it any size you want. Then I quick sanded the edges just so that they weren't raggedy or anything. So now I get to decorate them, which is the fun part. I'm just going to use acrylic paints that I happen to have on hand, and I have some bold colors. And this would be a fun project to get kids involved in, and they can paint the balloons. If you have kids that like to paint as much as my grandkids do, they would love this project. Okay, I'm going to just let that dry. Now we're going to let all of this just dry. So I'm going to cut a wire hanger, and you can decide the length, but you want to make them all basically even. I'm going to use my Dremel and a small drill bit, and let me think for a minute about how I want these in here. And then I'm going to drill into the bottom of this as well. You can remove the white covering from the wire hanger as well if you have a hanger that way. Then you can add your pieces of wire and then add it to the balloon. If it's nice and tight, you don't have to add any glue. Otherwise, you'll want to add a dab of glue at the end of your wire. And then you have your hot air balloon. But we're not finished yet. Now that this is dry, I'm going to take a paint marker and I'm just going to outline my colors. Just to give it a little definition between the colors and kind of clean it up a little bit. So here they are outlined. Now we're going to let them dry and then we'll put a sealer on them. Now the back I'm just painting black. You could do obviously any color you want to do. I just thought black would give me the best coverage. But you could repeat the pattern on the back side or do a completely different design. Now that everything's dry, I'm just going to take a sealer, a polyacrylic sealer, and paint right over it all. And I'll do a couple of coats, and that will protect it, and then you can use it as a coaster. Here are the hot air balloon coasters all finished. They're the perfect size for a cup, and you can obviously size them to be any size that you want them to be, bigger, smaller, whatever. I have everything glued into place so it's not coming apart. I just happen to paint the backs black. You can add a couple of silicone dots on here so that it's not actually coming into contact with your furniture if you're worried about that. And here's this one. I painted the edges to match the colors and I thought they were fun and they stack up nicely just to be sitting on your side table. I put a polyacrylic protective finish on here in satin. You could certainly do a layer of resin if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. You would just want to dome it on here. I know some people don't have access to resin, so this is an alternative for them. But remember, those of you who do like to work with the resin, you can absolutely do that as well. So be sure to let me know what you think of these down in the comments below. I hope you guys like the hot air balloon coasters, and I hope you give them a try. If you haven't yet, be sure to hop on over to Facebook and join the Creating with Klatch Facebook group where you can share your ideas and help each other out. And I hope to see you there. I will definitely see you next time. Remember, life is too short not to shimmer, so grab your glue gun and your glitter. Stay safe. Bye, guys.